Hi, order for Bully Maguire, 100 pizzas? I'm not gonna be able to pay for those. I'm gonna have to steal them from you. See my friend over there? He loves pizzas. He's very hungry for them right now. Look at him. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on episode of Sci Flick. My name is Chris. Let's dive into all the movie news we've got to discuss here today before Bully Maguire comes in and steals that too. Some of the stuff we're going to be talking about here today is, of course, the main reason some of y'all click for is some Spider-Man updates. We got a ton of little details going on with Spider-Man No Way Home. And I think after today's episode of Loki, Spider-Man fans are living good. We also got an update on the Chucky TV series. We finally know when we're going to get the full-length trailer for this. Some set photos of the new Transformers movies. That along with so much more. So many of you guys give me your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today, as well as letting me know in the comment section how you doing today, how you feeling. I'm feeling pretty good because today I get to see new and improved Lola Bunny in CGI because I'm watching Space Jam: A New Legacy. And on that note, I also want to go ahead and thank the people who supported my video talking about the 7 canceled Space Jam movies. That was a lot of fun to make. And if you haven't watched that yet, I suggest you do. It's a fun little trip to know all the Space Jam movies we could have got over the years. But now diving into the movie news, one of the first things I wanted to go ahead and talk about is we got the announcement of a new Star Trek movie that is going to be a sequel to the ones they've already made with Chris Pine. Deadline here has it reported that the next Star Trek film to be directed by WandaVision Matt Shakman. If you've been following the movie Star Trek news, you know it's been real back and forth on what they're doing with this franchise. Last we heard is that they were going to reboot it and start fresh with a whole new cast, but now it seems like they figured it out and want to continue with this franchise and the original cast that they had. I remember there was even early talks that they wanted to bring back Chris Hemsworth's character who showed up in the first Star Trek reboot. And look, I'm someone who's lukewarm on Star Trek. I'm not against it, but I'm also not the biggest fan of it or go seeking it out. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't find some enjoyment out of the new Star Trek movies they made with Chris Pine. So I'm slightly looking forward to this, but I'm also not overly excited or like, yeah, I need this in my life. How do you guys feeling about Star Trek getting a 4th movie, and would you have rather them just have rebooted it? Talking about one of my favorite little killers in the world, the Chucky TV series, something I'm still very much looking forward to. Us Chucky fans have been eagerly waiting for when we're going to get our first full-length trailer to kind of get an understanding of what this series is going to look like. And now we have the official date of when that's going to be happening. We learned that Comic-Con at Home, which is the San Diego Comic-Con that they'll be having virtually again this year because of the pandemic, will be doing a live stream panel of the Chucky TV series that'll include most of the cast. And in this panel, they'll not only show some behind-the-scene footage, but they'll show the first full-length trailer taking place July 25th at 2 p.m. And just knowing that we're a week and a half away from seeing this thing, I can't wait to see my favorite little boy Chucky again. I know a lot of y'all are scared that because it's going to TV, it's going to be censored or really toned down, but no, they've already confirmed that Chucky and cast members in the show will be able to drop F-bombs. It is on the Sci-Fi Channel, so that is a cable network, meaning they can get away with a lot more than regular TV. But along with this, we also got a casting update that I think is going to intrigue some Chucky fans, is that we got updated that David Colesmith will be playing the younger version of Charles Lee Ray. Yep, this isn't going to be the kid who's going to be putting on a Chucky outfit and running around and doing stunts. No, in the Chucky TV series, we'll be seeing Chucky go back to his hometown, getting revenge on someone that wronged him in the past. And while he's doing this, we're going to be getting flashbacks to his younger self and find out exactly why he grew up to become the Lakeshore Strangler. And right here, this little kid is going to be playing little Chucky. He looks so adorable. He showed up in Shazam as young Billy Batson. I think it's going to be so funny to see this kid be the young Charles Lee Ray, and it's also a part of the show that kind of scares me. Sometimes when you reveal a little too much of the mystery, it takes away the fun of the character, so I hope they can pull off this backstory well. I can't wait to see what's in the trailer, but are you guys looking forward to the trailer of Chucky being revealed on the 25th? In some kind of exciting news, we got our first couple of set photos for the new Transformers movie that we now know is titled Transformers Rise of the Beast. I'm kind of surprised they're already filming this thing. I thought it was still going to be a couple of months before it started, but no, they have already got the cameras rolling, and we even see some of the cars that they'll be using in this film. And right here, our first couple of set photos, we have a couple of Porsches sitting out on the streets, and from what we're being told, this is our first look at the Transformer Mirage. Since his colors tend to be silver and blue, there were some Transformers fans that were kind of upset because they changed the style of car that he usually is from like a race car to now a Porsche. But really, the Transformers franchise has been doing that from the very beginning, so I don't know why some people are surprised. But you can kind of also see some of the aesthetics aesthetics in the background of what this 90s era is going to look like, with some older cars, people wearing a lot of jean denim clothing because that's very 90s, and then a chair with the logo saying Transformers 7. It was kind of weird, even though they officially released the official Transformers logo saying Transformers Rise of the Beast, but on the chairs they just have it saying Transformers 7. I'm looking forward to this movie to see how they can slightly reboot things, how they explain that time travel element, and they can just make another good Transformers movie, because man, we really need a winner here. How are you guys feeling on these first set photos for Transformers Rise of the Beast? Alright, but now moving on to Spider-Man No Way Home talk. At first I just had little minor details that all got piled up that I thought would make some fun, interesting news, but right before I uploaded today's side flick, we got a big dumper of some Spider-Man news. Specifically is we got revealed what the Hot Toys will be looking like for the black and gold Spider-Man suit that we'll be getting in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now this isn't anything too new, we've already seen this black and gold suit, but with Hot Toys, if you don't know that company, they pride themselves in making the most accurate possible figures when related to movies. So what we're looking at here is as detailed as possible and as close to what they're going to look like on screen, and fans have even noticed major connections to Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's universe. So first, just examining this costume and what it looks like, I really am digging the details. This is something that we didn't get to see, where this version of the suit also has his red hands, and we thought the upgraded Iron Spider suit was the only one that was going to have Doctor Strange powers. It looks like this one will also be containing Doctor Strange-like abilities, because you can see him shooting out a web that has the Doctor Strange circles, and even on his chest again, he'll have that Doctor Strange emblem. Zooming in a little closer though, just the details on this suit look really good. I'm just so confused whether this is a high-tech suit that he makes to fight Electro, or is this something that Doctor Strange makes for him, because some of the markings and symbols on this suit look very Doctor Strangey. But getting to the big kicker that fans are noticing has a connection to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies is if you look at the background of some of these shots, it looks like they are trying to replicate the cinematography and the look of those movies, and Hot Toys would know this because to get the most accurate toys possible, Marvel and Sony does send them information about the movie so that they can make as accurate as possible figures. This could be them hinting and letting us know about the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire connection. Specifically what I'm talking about is if you look at the background here, this looks exactly like the fight scenes that we got in Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Electro and New York City in the background, and in this other photo, that is 100% Tobey Maguire's world and the cinematography they use with that really exaggerated hue. Don't forget that we heard rumors that the visual effects artists involved with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies and Andrew Garfield's movies are in the film, so they're going to be trying to replicate those specific visual effects. And if you want to even go a little deeper into this, some fans are saying that they can see other Spider-Men in the background. I'll try zooming in, but I bet the image is going to get super blurry. I can kind of see it on this photo right here. That does look like another Spider-Person in the background, but for all we know, it could just be a combination of lights hitting it the right way. I doubt that they would go ahead and accidentally reveal Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield like this. I'm still going to share all the other little detailed Spider-Man information that we got, but I need your guys' opinions on what you think of these Hot Toys reveal, and if you think this reveals some major stuff. One of the first ones I want to go ahead and talk about here is we have, again, a foreign Spider-Man account going crazy on us. But more specifically, it's a foreign voice actor. Some people went ahead and noticed that on the Instagram page for the voice actor who does the dubbing for Tobey Maguire, whenever Tobey Maguire movies are released overseas, he was asked if he's going to be doing the voice for Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man No Way Home, and this is how he responded to that. Either the boy is trolling with us and knows that everything needs to be kept hush-hush, but if he's not doing it, why would he even do that? Along with that, we also had Zendaya talk about the future of Spider-Man movies and whether she'd be involved with them. She said exactly, "It was so much fun. It was kind of bittersweet. We don't know if we're going to do another one. Like, kind of normally you do 3 movies and that's pretty much it. So I think we were just all observing and taking the time to enjoy the moment, being with each other and being so grateful for the experience." I think they're keeping it coy, and it is going to be real curious to see that however Spider-Man No Way Home ends and whether they do give Tom Holland's Spider-Man a break for a while, I have to believe they're gonna bring him back for another trilogy, hopefully the college years, and they focus maybe on a little more grown-up Spider-Man with a little more adult problems. Because I have to applaud them for keeping him in high school for all these 3 movies, which is something that the other Spider-Man movies were really never able to do. And I gotta admit, I'm curious to see what Tom Holland's Peter Parker would be like as an adult, having a job, paying rent. I'd rather them do a small time jump jump from the end of Spider-Man No Way Home and then just jump into a new trilogy as the college years. Some other juicy things that happened with Spider-Man No Way Home is we had director Jon Watts go ahead and do kind of like a Zoom meeting where I guess he was giving a lecture on a college class. And in this lecture, he was going ahead and accepting questions from the fans. And one of the guys was brave enough to ask him, is Tobey Maguire part of the movie? And this was his response. I think that was a clever way to dodge the question and be really chill about it. Because I'll be honest with you, if I met Jon Watts in person and saw him on the street, I would not have the balls to ask him if Tobey or Andrew are in the movie. Just because I feel like he'd be so angry or be like, get the hell out of my face. So the way that he laughed it off and joked around saying, oh, Marvel's got that chip on the back of my head, it's going to explode if I say anything, I thought was a smooth way to handle it and is good enough for fans to know, like, you hiding something, Jon Watts. We know it. Because come on, with the way Loki season 1 ended today, it was pretty obvious something is going to be going down with the Spider-Verse. Don't want to get into too many spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but we even had Kevin Feige mention that he is not going to rule out a Venom and Spider-Man team-up movie or crossover. I could totally see now, with multiverse jumping and characters crossing over, Tom Holland's Spider-Man can go into the Sony universe, interact with Venom and Mobius. Marvel has that option now with the way they treated the end of Loki. But that is just all the Spider-Man news that we have currently going on right now. Guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this side flick with me. It really means a lot to me. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.